Hello and welcome to Living It Up in Community. I'm your host Janise Smith, and we are here at the National Club, a private club that has been a part of the Canadian fabric since 1874. It is where the Chance at Life benefit event took place, where Yohan Blake, yes I said Yohan Blake, world-renowned Olympic gold medalist, joined up with none other than world-renowned David McLaughlin and the Power to Be International organization to raise much needed money for incubators in Jamaica. Now, could you imagine not being able to save your child's life because there was no incubators in the hospital? This is why this event was so needed and was so well received. There were so many great people right here coming to support, not only supporting, but also opening up their pockets, generously giving to such a worthy cause. So we were able to catch up with a few people while they were here at the event. Just to give you a glimpse of the night, take a look.
If you haven't done so already, turn to the person on the other side, high five them and shake their hand and say thank you for being here tonight. Power at its best is love. The two are synonymous. Dr. King would be proud tonight to see power and love coming together. I want to start off the evening with the host of our city, a gentleman who I've voted for and been with. I shouldn't say voted because I don't live in Toronto. Before he was mayor, he came to these events. Not just the big events with international stars, but events in small communities. He was there. And not only did he come, he stayed. He'd be there at the end of the evening, and that's why I admire him so much. With no further ado, I'd like to, invite our mayor to the stage, Mayor John Tory.
Pinball and ladies and gentlemen, I must confess, thank you for that so kind introduction, but I am a bit confused. Because there was a day when I was the commissioner of the Canadian Football League. In fact, I volunteered for the job when the league was in trouble. Some of you will remember a number of years ago, it just had some problems. And when pinball was playing, there's no connection between the league being in trouble and there are so many positive stories of accomplishment and giving back and achievement that are told there, compared to some of the stereotypes that we sometimes see portrayed of these communities. And Mr. Blake, I don't know where he's in the room, but I met him downstairs. I was pleased to meet him downstairs. There he's hiding at the back. Mr. Blake, I want you to know, first of all, we're honored, and I told you this when I met you downstairs, we're honored to have you here in Toronto. Secondly, I want you to know there's always a light on, we have an expression, there's always a light on, meaning you're always most welcome if you want to come and live here. There's 150,000 Torontonians who are of Jamaican origin, some born there and some second generation. You could then run for Canada, you see. I just want to say a word about Power to Be International and the work that you're supporting here tonight, and that's part of what I want to say thank you for. I think the fundamental Canadian values that underlie the success of this city and why this city is so widely admired. I mean, when you think about it, out of 4,400 cities in the world, Toronto routinely, as you know, ranks among the most admired and among the most livable cities in the world. And you also know it sure isn't because of the weather, which is pretty sketchy. I think there's a lot of reasons you could name, but I think the main reason why we're so admired and why we rank so high on those lists is because of the way we live together here. And we're not perfect, but we embrace each other. We celebrate differences. We learn about each other. We support each other. We don't let people fall between the cracks. And that applies to people at home, but it also applies to people in other countries. And because organizations like Power to Be International exist to say that both at home and in Jamaica, we are going to support those who just with a little bit of a hand up can be great. No human being is born with a poor brain or with an inability to succeed. We're all born with that opportunity, but some people need a bit of a hand up in order to be successful. And so the work that is done here, whether it's the programs in Jamaica to help at the very beginning of life to finance incubators in hospitals, which we take for granted at our hospitals, or whether it's programs that exist in, I know in Durham region to empower girls to know they can be whatever they want in 2017, or programs to help young people to make sure they get on the right path and get a bit of encouragement. These are outstanding programs that you're supporting. And I'm just proud to be here with you to say, first of all, thank you for supporting that. So I thank you very much. Mr. Blake, my offer stands. We will welcome you with a ticker tape parade up Bay Street, ending at City Hall, where I will present you with the key to the city. It'll all be good. So you're most welcome here. Thank you all very much for your generosity.
I want to say that tonight is an exciting night. Also a little bit of a challenging night. One of our featured guests is grieving this evening. He had one of his best friends die in an accident, and Usain Bolt will not be here tonight because he had one of his best friends pass away. Our Yohan did agree to still come, and we are so glad that you are here. We want you to give your undivided attention, if you will, to our guest of honor this evening. He is the youngest man to ever win the World Championship. He is, yes, a whole lot faster than Pinball. Yeah, but I think I can beat you running scared. But I do want to say that this program is it's called The Chance at Life. A chance at life. For me, my mom, I grew up to a single parent in the projects in Florida, and she stressed education. Education was the key, and I could always run, but education was the difference in our life. But the reality is some kids don't get to the projects. Right? They don't get from the hospital for the simple fact of an incubator. And Yohan will talk to us about that in greater detail, and I want you to give him the most verbose round of applause you have this evening.
Good night, everyone. I'm happy to be here. But before the honored guest, Mayor John Tory, Consul General of Jamaica, Lloyd Wilkes, Alvin Curlin, Michael Thompson. I just want to say thanks for having me here tonight. It's really an honor for me to be here speaking in front of you. First and foremost, I want to say I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. One day, we all will be gone and they're the one that are going to take over. When I was growing up, it wasn't easy for me. And I know we have reached a place in our life and we can say, I know I've reached a place in my life where I could say, you know what, I don't want to help. I work too hard for what I have. But what the sense, what we're going to leave the world with? Some kids that can't be born to be the next mayor, to be the next track and field star, or to be the next prime minister. I'm here tonight to support a good cause. I'm training for the World Championship and I leave my training because this is more important than even my training. Because if it wasn't for incubators that day, I wouldn't be here. When Dave reached out to me and he said, Yohan, this is what is happening. And I said, yes, I have to. I have my foundation. I found kids in caves that I took care of. So tonight I'm here to support a good cause, and I want to thank everyone that come out tonight, because this is not joke. This is serious stuff, and I think we have some on the slide that we're going to show you later on. And I want to instill in you that when you leave this room tonight, I want you to look in that mirror and talk to that person and say, what am I going to do? Am I going to leave the future untouched, or am I going to put our hands on it? So when you leave here tonight, go into that mirror and say to yourself, what am I going to do? Thanks for having me here tonight. And I'm going to mingle with everyone so we can get familiar and probably have some race. I want to race the mayor up the street, so. I want to thank the sponsors, of course, Jamaica Tourist Board, and also Brockville Village Resort as well. You know, and special thanks to National Club, of course, for the hospital and everything that they're doing and for having us here. It's a pleasure, and I'm going to come back all the time. So please, so get used to my face.
Here with Yohan Blake, one of the fastest men, gold medalist in all of the world. It is a great honor to be with you. You do times that I can only dream of in my sleep.
That's true.
So tonight, I just really want you to tell us, like, what brings you here? I hear your passion tonight. I heard you speak up there. I just want you to share with everybody, what was the purpose? What was the meaning behind you coming all the way from Jamaica to be with us tonight?
First and foremost, I have to give God thanks. You know, you make all of this possible, and for me to be here is such a blessing. You know, so much young baby is dying. You know, lack of incubators, lot of incubators needed. We just thank Dave, you know, for bringing me on board for all of this, and you know, to supporting a good cause for. These baby, you know, are going to be the future, and we need the future. We can't have too much life losing.
Yeah. I know that you said that you believe the children are the future, and I love that you quoted the Whitney Houston song at the beginning, because it brings it right home. And you know, when I saw you up there, as you know, addressing the crowd, you know, you really put a realism to it, and you know, I'm sure like what you said tonight made people want to give. You know, because as what Pinball said, for you to take time out of your busy schedule, we know as elite that it is, that your training is real, and to take a break, you know, it means that this is an important thing for you here tonight.
Yeah, definitely. Because, you know, so much time we're preoccupied doing our own stuff. You know, not everybody born with gold spoon in their mouth. We have to work hard, and even though we work to a certain level and we make the type of accolades and the money, and it's all about giving back. Steve Jobs, the guy from iPhone, realized when he was on his deathbed, say, I can't bring all of this riches anywhere I'm going. God said it is easy for a camel to go through an eagle eye than for a rich man to enter the gate of heaven. So we have to look towards that. And that's why today I'm saying there's a lot of miracles that are going on. And I just want to thank God for that.
Well, thank you so much for being here. I know it's a long night, so I'm not going to keep you anymore. I just appreciate beyond words. We, as Canadians, I could say that we are blessed to have you here. and continued success. And we'll see you in, I guess, what, 2020? Is that what it is?
Even before that.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, man, we're in there planning big stuff, so you tell him more about it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, I'm going to watch out. We're all going to watch out. So thank you.
Yeah, man.
And
Thank you,
safe
man.
travels back home.
Thank you.
I am here. You have to call him my brother, Dave McLaughlin. He is the main man behind this amazing, tremendous, successful event called Chance at Life Benefit event. And Dave, I just want you to share with everybody what moved you to do this event. What was the journey that brought us all here tonight?
When I heard about the kids who died in Jamaica, it broke my heart. I cried 2 nights when I heard the amount of babies who died because of lack of incubators. And I have a friend of mine from the University of Toronto, Dr. Eric Lee. He went and he did research, and he was shocked when he found out. And some friends of mine even told me even some hospitals in Jamaica do not have any incubators.
Wow.
And some have one. So thousands of babies have died over the years. So that moved me. I have to do something.
So tonight, I know that the plan is to raise as many, of course, raise as many dollars as possible so that we are able to purchase incubators. What would be the cost? Like if somebody wanted to donate, first, where would they donate? And secondly, how much is one incubator cost? Like what is the cost of that?
Well, based on what Dr. Eric Lee told me from the University of Toronto, he told me that the real good incubators can run you up to 65,000.
Wow.
But you have some for 10,000, you have some for 35,000. But just in case, if a baby is sick and needs surgery in the incubators, but yes, the incubators that transfer the baby, those ones are very expensive. He said they can run you up to $65,000. So I try my best to raise over $2 million so I can make sure that I preserve the future of Jamaica. The kids are the future. No baby in Jamaica supposed to die. None.
Well, you're definitely doing your part in raising the $2 million. And you know what would be nice for us to kind of go down there and see the difference it's going to make when you come to the hospitals and you bring these incubators that we tonight was able to raise, and to see the joy, the tears that are flowing because of the joy. It's going to be priceless. It's going to be priceless. I'm sure there are some families already that probably have, blessed you so many times for coming up with this event. Is there anything else that you have coming up to, any other upcoming events for this very same cause?
Yeah, well, we're doing an event tomorrow night at the Jukebox in Pickering. And this is one event you cannot afford to miss.
Wow.
I'm asking everyone to come out and support this event tomorrow night. It starts at 10 p.m. at the Jukebox.
Wow. Are you going to be doing your performance, any special performance by Mr. World-renowned saxophonist?
Yes, I will.
Okay. You know my favorite one is? You know which one my favorite one
Dance
is?
with My Father.
Yes, Dance with My Father.
I'll play the song for you.
Okay, thank you. Well, I'm going to be there.
Yeah.
And thank you. I should let you go then. It's been a long night, but it's been a very successful night. And I thank you, Dave, for all what you do for the children of Jamaica from the bottom of my heart and everybody else. Keep doing it. We notice what you're doing and we support you 1,000%.
Thank you.
So thank you.
God bless you, and you're the best, and I wish the blessings on your show, and I hope that everyone who is watching, this is the #1 talk show host in the country. You have a heart that's bigger than Canada, bigger than Jamaica. God bless you, my friend.
Thank you. Thank you, Dave. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I am here with Kamea McNaught, the founding director of Power to Be International. And today I really found out a lot about what you guys are all about, but I want you to share with everybody here. Tell us a little bit about this great organization and how it came to be.
Surely. So I am one of the founding members. There's actually 3 of us, myself, Keisha McPherson, and Lynn Williams. We have a 7 all women of color executive board that governs this charity. And basically we started in 2009, and since then we've been doing a lot of work primarily in Jamaica. Our mission and mandate is to build the capacity of children and youth, particularly underserved children and youth, internationally on a worldwide scale, and to build youth communities. So our flagship program is our literacy and leadership program, which runs out of Negril, Jamaica, and this is our 8th year, so we're very proud of that. We also do employment training, service learning, but obviously tonight we're here because of our newest and most exciting at this time initiative, which is the Chance at Life initiative.
So tell us about that connection. I mean, how did you partner with Dave McLaughlin? And we know how much incubators are needed. So tell us a little bit about like how that connection came to be, because it is a really good connection.
It really is a great connection. So actually, Dave McLaughlin has worked with us in the past. He's, as you know, a world-class saxophonist, and at our very first and second gala, every year we have an annual gala to thank our sponsors and to make people aware of the work that we're doing. And in our first year, we met Dave. So he remembered us. He was looking for a local charity that was already working in Jamaica, and he remembered the work we were doing and believes in the work we're doing, and approached us about this exciting initiative with Usain and Yohan. He explained to us that Yohan and him had been discussing how they could do health infrastructure and how we could help the problem of children dying or babies, premature babies not having the necessary neonatal equipment. So we were very excited about that. We already do building infrastructure, so we've actually done 4 community builds in Jamaica, 2 school extensions and 2 playgrounds. Yes. So we've always wanted to go. One of our board members, Lynn Williams, actually works in the health sector, and it's always been something that she did want to pursue. So we're very excited and honored to be able to do this very important thing, and we're really hoping for the society of the support of not just Toronto, but the Caribbean community in general.
Yeah. And here's the thing, as you're talking, I could see the glow.
Oh, I could
see that.
It is the most fulfilling work that I do.
You don't even have to say it. Your face says it all.
Thank you.
And what's not rewarding about giving back in the way that you give with such purpose?
Exactly.
And then you can measure it. I'm sure you have so many people come up and thank you and say, because of you now, I'm able to do these things, I'm able to thrive.
Right.
You know?
It is, especially like with our service learning programs, which is where we take post-secondary students from Toronto, from colleges and universities. Like this past year we had Centennial College, George Brown, and Guelph University students, and they come to Jamaica and they facilitate our leadership and literacy programs. And in addition to that, we do service learning with them, where they get to learn more about the culture. So we're not just, we don't want to do voluntourism, right? We want to have a holistic experience.
Okay. So we definitely want to see how we can travel with you one day to see exactly.
Oh, definitely. We would love that. We would absolutely love to have
to see,
guys.
Exactly what happened, when they go and experience Jamaica firsthand.
Yes.
And, they get to come back with all these great stories. We want to be a part of this story.
Oh, yes.
Too.
We would love to have you guys.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much. I know it's been a long night, but it's been a very successful night.
Yes, it has.
And I am so glad that I met you today, because I now know one more great organization doing great things for the people in Jamaica with such passion.
Thank you.
And such love. So thank you.
Thank you so much. If you'd like to donate to this exciting initiative, Chance at Life, you can visit our website, which is www.thepowertobe.org. That's www.thepowertobe.org. That is our website, and there's links there to tell you about all of our programs, but also how to donate to Chance at Life. And I just, again, wanted to thank Usain Bolt, who regretfully wasn't able to make it tonight, Yohan Blake for all his support, Dave McLaughlin, of course, and our major sponsors, the Jamaica Tourist Board, the Malia Braco, and the Rio, as well as the Consulate General, Lloyd Wilkes of Jamaica, and of course, Mayor John Tory. We are so thankful to have support of such notable dignitaries for this great initiative.
Thank you. That was well said. Thank you so much.
Thank you again for everyone for donating, and have yourself a good evening. Enjoy the music by Mr. Dave McLaughlin. It's the last song of the evening.
Bye.